what's a hit, and what's a miss. Welcome back, ELOC Nation. If this is your first time here, welcome to my home, garden, and lifestyle channel. If you like what you see, hit that like button. We're doing an end of April garden tour. I'm taking you through the current state of my garden, what's hidden and what's missing. Showing you what I got. Over the winter, I started a new journey of growing indoors hydroponically. Absolutely fell in love with it. The plants have really gotten bigger and bigger, so I decided to bring them outdoors and plant them into the soil. So what you're seeing here are broccoli plants that I grew indoors hydroponically. They're experiencing some transplant shock right now. It's been a few days since they've been out here. The larger plants are doing much better than the smaller ones, of course, and that's possibly because they're a lot stronger. So the larger plants, I'll give it a hit, and the younger ones that are struggling a bit, I won't give it a full miss. They're just in transition right now. And I was just pointing at the asparagus crowns that I'm growing. We'll see what happens with those. And my newly planted blueberry bush is a hit. She's doing well, transplanted just fine into that pot. And here's more of that broccoli that was grown indoors hydroponically. Yeah, the larger ones seem to have bounced back rather quickly compared to the smaller, weaker ones. So broccoli romanesco is a hit. Again, more transplant shock here. Can we really call this a miss? It's just struggling a bit. Bok choy's doing all right. Got some lacinato kale here growing. Hyacinth. I love growing flowers, and the onions that we planted together are doing amazing. Look at this beautiful hosta. Hostas are just so easy to grow, so easy to maintain if the slugs don't get at them. But other than that, they're perennial. They come back every year. I was gifted this rose bush. At first, I didn't think she was going to make it when I first planted it, but she definitely came back and she's doing well. I'll probably prune her maybe next year. I'm just going to kind of leave her alone right now. I definitely want a bushier look. And here's another hosta. Again, so easy to grow. This is my lemon balm. I haven't done anything yet with these two boxes. I need to level up the soil here, plant up some things here. I'm also going to be spraying these planters the same color. I'm going to use some black paint because they're just worn. Even when I spray them down with water, they still look dirty and kind of dingy looking, so we're going to spruce them up this season. Only a few days away from May. I have so many things that I still need to get planted out into the spring garden. We'll be able to do more planting out here, safe from frost. It's my raspberry. Look at the raspberry flowers. So currently our nighttime temps have been in the 40s and 50s. Daytime temperatures in the 70s. There's another hosta. Planted this here in the ground. And so it, as you can see, it's growing up. Drop it in this container here. Ouch. So I think I need to get this out of here at some point and plant this somewhere else because they're spreading. I can plant something in this space. We're supposed to get some rain tonight. Soil is looking pretty dry, just watered. They're ever-bearing strawberries. There's some ants. So this is just a quick April tour. Not really a whole lot going on right now. Some coleus here. Coleus is a tender plant and it does not like the cold. Hopefully, temperatures do not drop below where they are right now, which is in the 50s, because they could definitely be damaged. Recently harvested the Lola Rosa lettuce. This is the bachelor button. I winter sowed this. It was popping out of the bottle. I needed to get it out of there. Oh boy. Yeah, recently transplanted. So yeah, they're coming back to life. It looked way worse. They're starting to raise up again. I'm still waiting for stuff to wake up here too. I definitely still have things to do here in the garden, but I'm just showing you things as is, what it's looking like right now in April. Next month, I will be planting out my spring garden. The time has arrived. In my next video, I will be sharing my winter sowing results. Yeah, the wins and the losses. Shasta daisies. I've got some sage, good for memory. So this comes back every year. This is echinacea. It supports the immune system. Purple mustards. So I've got onions interplanted here with the mustard greens. More onions back there. Peas. So I've got this whole entire bed here to plant up. Got some beets in here. There's a tomato, a Marglobe tomato, and cilantro. And my broccoli, looks like it's going to seed here, but the leaves are edible. Even if you don't get broccoli heads or shoots, you can always eat the leaves. Those tall shoots that you see, that's garlic, and I have it interplanted with the broccoli. Garlic can definitely help to keep those pesky pests at bay. These leaves are yellow here. Oh, there's some volunteer mint. Really nice. More broccoli. More flowers. Shasta daisies. More empty pots. They'll get filled up. Yeah, this soil is dry. It's really warming up out here. I'm not going to water because we're supposed to get some rain today. So I'm going to wait. More winter sowing jugs over there. This is the Bait Alpha cucumber. More of that Lola Rosa lettuce. I could probably go ahead and harvest this. It's flat. Yeah, that's garlic here. I've got to get this cleaned up. This is lemongrass. Came out here and transplanted quite a number of things that I had growing in my hydroponic system. So 2 days, so they're starting to perk up again. I don't know what that is, but we're gonna get that out of there. Onions and garlic. Garlic. And here's some winter squash that I winter sowed. And so yeah, garlic's doing well. These are the onions. And here's mustard. Mustard greens everywhere. It's a butterfly pea. Look at that. Onionscape. Onionscapes can be cooked or grilled as a side dish. Bumblebees are out. Flies are out. Pretty, pretty. Yeah, I need you all to take hold of. Yeah. Look at that. Pretty flower. Both the pea flower and tendrils are edible. And this is my amaranth. Hope it bounces back. It was grown indoors hydroponically. Hopefully it is not a miss. But there's some leaves here in the center growing. I don't know if they're going to make it or not, but here's a smaller one here. So hopefully they bounce back. Okay, I got a raspberry plant here. A little rosemary. I'm not sure if it's going to make it or not. Rosemary's definitely looking like a miss. Blackberry. Ever-bearing strawberries. Oh, we've got some flowers here. And more flowers there. More raspberries here. Potatoes here. More potatoes here. And these are in 10-gallon grow bags. Look at the raspberries just popping up. Winter sown tomatoes are going to be planted here next month. These mustards were winter sown. I had to get them out of the container. I didn't want to risk losing them. They needed space and air and opportunity. They look like they bounce back really fast. Smaller ones, especially the larger ones. That looks like some lettuce that I planted last year. Empty grow bags. I usually plant tomatoes here in these tires. Cabbage. Yeah, this is my happy place. Asparagus. And butter crunch lettuce. There's a couple of plants here. I've got to harvest that. The dill is doing well. These are more mustards. This is chamomile. Grown indoors hydroponically. Heucheras. Petunias for color. Just a little gardening decoration here. Got some lemon thyme. Growing beautifully. And there's more asparagus, and this is the Mary Washington. Excuse my shadow here. More petunias here. We've got arugula, and I've been working on thinning these out. Swiss chard, and I have been thinning out the Swiss chard here. You can see some of the spots here that I've been transplanting it here. Long-standing spinach here. I'm just working on it a little at a time. We've got some nasturtium here. This here is lovage. Here's the arugula. I'm thinning out the arugula here. They're going through a little transplant shock. Nasturtium, Shasta daisies here, mullein. Purple petunias. We've got some broccoli here, and I did thin out some of this broccoli. Peas are looking great. Some more dill. Just having a little fun in the garden. Very whimsical. More lemon thyme. That's actually some basil. that I brought out from the hydroponic system. It's hanging in there. And more dill, mustards, purple mustards, chives, raspberries. Yeah, they're just walking. Parsley. The bumblebee. Loving the strawberry flowers. Here, more nasturtium. Thinning out more of my plants. Just starting to just fill in where I see space. More mustards. I have so many mustards. And that rosemary. She does not like wet feet. Parsley. Definitely time to harvest. I'll be planting beans in this area. I am still trying to get this moringa to do something. It's giving me a hard time this year. I did get it to germinate once in my hydroponic system, and then it fizzled out. More strawberries. These are the June bearing, so we'll get this one flush of strawberries and that'll be it. But we got strawberries coming. Very pretty. Echinacea, yeah. Need some water. These are carrots. I don't even remember planting carrots. That's interesting. They decided to wake up. Mustards. Looks like some dill. Purple scarlet kale. More mustards because we just don't have enough. Cilantro. And here's mugwort. And I just transplanted these from the hydroponic system. So yeah, they're looking sad right now. A lot of things were recently transplanted. Here are more mustards down here. This echinacea. More shastas. So a lot of flowers planted in. More mustards here. There's some butter crunch lettuce. Some mixed lettuce here. I think this is a flower. Guess we'll find out who she is later. Fun art. A quick end of April garden tour. Wanted to let you know what's going on. Things are waking up. I've got peaches. These are cuttings from my peach and fig tree. Look at the figs.
she don't play with the plants. Got dirt in her nails, from seed to the skillet, every meal tells tales. Hydro glowing while the weather stay wild, she the garden queen. Hood raised earth child, fresh greens popping, and the peppers on deck. Tomatoes so ripe, make the sun say check. Wind down vibes, she pouring it smooth. Talk truth, drop gems, got that grown woman groove. Young and tender, she don't fake that. Grow it from the root, then she plate that. OCD chick, better state that. E-lock rolling deep, can't break that. Young and tender, bringing that flame. From the dirt to the dish, she changing the game. Hydro locked in, ain't nothing the same. E-lock nation, remember the name. Yo, yeah, tech, she don't follow, she lead. She plant it, she grow it, she live what she speak. OCD chick, she don't follow, she lead. She plant it, she grow it, she live what she speak.
Be kind to yourself as well as others. We are all going through something. See you next time. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. Find something you love and have fun doing it. Thanks for watching.